Flying is a unique environment. I recently flew to a conference and thought it would be interesting to see for myself how altitude would affect the cosmic background radiation that we're exposed to every day. We dwell at the bottom of an ocean of air and it protects us from extraterrestrial radiation. What would happen if we were to go and shave off about 6.5 miles of that protection? Well, let's find out.
Flight isn't complete without a Geiger counter. Okay, so here we are, Spokane, sitting around 20 counts per minute. Okay, time for croissant. Here we are in the aircraft, experiencing about 6 counts per minute, which is actually about half the normal background radiation. So I thought the plane's, shielding things a little bit. And so as we head on up, I would expect it to go up because we have less air shielding us. But boy, as we headed on up, it really jumped much higher than I expected. As we're heading on up here, look at this, 27,600 feet. You're looking, that's 14 times the normal background radiation. And it's still climbing. 28,000 feet, almost 15 times. 29,000 feet, 15.4 times the background radiation. 31,300 feet, about 20 times background radiation. And last but not least, 33,000 feet, we're sitting here at about 26.5 times normal background radiation. Looking at the graph here, we can see that this really is a nonlinear effect. We've got something happening here where the radiation is taking off. A little bit of jump in altitude really goes and changes the number of counts per minute. And so the reason for this is that as we head on up, even though we've only cut away about 6.5 miles of air beneath us, gotten away from that, what we've done is we've left upwards of 70% of the atmosphere behind. So a tremendous amount of our shielding is gone. And as you head on up, the radiation really starts to take off. To get some perspective on this is what normal background radiation sounds like. Not much. Oh, there was one. Oh, there's another. A count every few seconds or something like that, about 13 counts per minute. But think what it's like on board the aircraft. If we were to go and jack it up to about maybe 340 counts per minute, this is the sort of thing that you would hear. Now, undoubtedly, if I had the sound turned on while I was on board the aircraft, I'd unnerve the passengers next to me. But when you think about it, man, if you came across a room that had this much radiation in it, would you spend hours on end in that room? Yet that's what we do when we fly on international flights. In conclusion, boy, at the beginning of this, I thought that maybe we might have twice or 3 times the regular background radiation, but I come to find, man, 27 times the radiation that we normally would experience. And yet we can survive in it and thrive in it, and people work their whole careers in it. On the ground in Salt Lake City.
Bridgeport.